Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you're all okay and you're having a great week so far. So today we have got a completely different setup, as you can see, and we are up very close and personal because we're going to be trying the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I haven't tried it at all, like I've been saving it all week guys just to do this video. This product has been really hyped up. I'd say it's been kind of marketed as something that can completely transform your skin, as in any blemishes. It's apparently really good for kind of blurring imperfections as well as adding radiance too. I'm super excited to try it, so I'm going to pop my clips in and let's go. Okay, firstly, the packaging. I mean, Charlotte Tilbury packaging is always just so gorgeous. It always looks beautiful. I love the pink, I love the rose gold. Oh, it's quite heavy. So yeah, it looks really nice. It looks like actually just like a foundation, I'd say, as opposed to... Right, I'm going to call this a highlighter and a primer in one because this is apparently what it is. I wanted to research that as well before, actually, just before I pop it on, because I absolutely love primer. I think primer is one of the most important skincare products you can have in your regime. Obviously, it's really there to make the makeup last longer. I think it also acts as a really good barrier between your skincare regime and then your makeup, so to make sure all that goodness at the start is locked in. And also it's really there to help prep the skin and just give a more kind of even tone. So yes, we shall see what we think. I'm just going to pop some on now, the side of my face. Oh, my hair's stuck. And let's see what we think. So we've got, oh, quite a big sponge brush here. It's going to go 1. I'm dipping it in again. 2, 3. Tone wise, I've gone for medium. But honestly, I had no idea, so we can see what we think. I feel like it's a lot more matte than I thought. I thought it'd be kind of a bit more runny and liquid, but I'm just gonna do this side of my face first so we can really see what we think. Yeah, let's go. I've got just a damp beauty blender. Add a touch more on my chin, top of my head. I felt like it blended really well, even though it felt quite like thick at the start. I must say, yeah, it seems to go quite a long way actually. So as you can see, it just blends super easy. And actually, now that I'm just actually looking back at you guys already, I can actually see a radiance there, and I literally have just done, as you guys can see, 1 layer. So I have not done a lot at all, and I kind of would say I've tried to do half my nose but it's not the easiest. So let's just see. I mean, I actually, looking in the mirror in front of me, I can see a big difference. Fortunately, my skin was quite blotchy and quite pale, so hopefully we can get it visible. So this is the side without anything on. Looks quite dull, I think. Obviously, yes, we all have spots, that's normal. And on this side, I can already see a way more radiant glow here. I would say coverage-wise, obviously, I can still see a couple of like blemishes, and I've got some little spots there, but I feel like if you just want to have a really bit of gentle coverage, if you guys can see here, there is actually such a difference, I think. This side looks a lot more smoother to me. I've got more of a highlight. Obviously, I've got a bit more colour in the face as well, so I'm already quite impressed. What I think I'm going to do now is put foundation on this side, and then I'll put the Flawless Filter on top so we can see the difference, because obviously you can wear this alone or it just say over foundation. So let's just see the difference. My kind of go-to foundation is the Kat Von D foundation. Oh, here it is here. I've used this for years, mainly because it's really matte and it has really good coverage, because as you can see, my skin tone is quite uneven. So I do like to have something that's quite thick and a lot of coverage, to be honest, but it's quite nice to try a more subtle look with just the Flawless Filter. So I'm just literally just going to use this. I normally use a brush actually for this one. I'm just going to pop that in. You will see, I'm sure, a big difference, but it's also interesting to see what we think. This is vegan as well, and I'm using a lot more vegan products in my routine, mainly because I find them a lot better for sensitive skin, because there's just less kind of impurities, but also obviously good for the environment, good for the animals too. Right, I realise it's going to be a little bit uneven because I've done part of my eye makeup, but we will just make it work and see. So I probably would actually do a second layer of foundation, but for the purpose of this and for it to be like a fair game, let's just see initial thing, what we think. So yeah, 100% can see this side is more matte, obviously because I'm using a really matte foundation, but that's going to be good to see if the highlight comes through. This side I do think has a lot more of a gorgeous shine, it's a lot more natural. Obviously the tone is slightly different in these. But actually, considering this does look, I think, a lot more made up this side, it's quite nice to have, if I focus on this bit, quite a natural face. So let's just pop the flawless filter on top of the foundation just so we can see what we think to it on top of that. My initial thoughts are actually I'm quite happy. Like maybe when I'm having like Zoom calls, working from home, and I don't want to have full face of foundation every day, it's like a nice alternative to a tinted moisturiser, I think, as well. Just dabbing it on. I'm probably being quite generous with this. I know you can just put it as a highlighter on the cheeks as well. I'm just enjoying putting it all over again because I love to have a nice shine actually. So this is going to go on top right now of the Kat Von D. I actually have used my brush as well this time just because it was to hand. So I guess it can go on with the brush just fine. Maybe a beauty blender might be a bit softer. Oh, I can see already, especially with the light, a huge amount of radiance coming through. This is actually really impressive. I think because, like I said, I had such a matte foundation that I can really see a transformation coming through. Like, this makes me happy to actually see that a product is living up to all these expectations. Okay, so 100% shine here. It's really lightweight. It's actually blended in really nicely with my foundation, guys. As you can see, I used a brush for this. I'm gonna just be so cheeky. This, I would probably not recommend this, but just put a little bit on this cheek as well, just to see if you can go crazy with just a highlight. Probably won't make a ton of difference because I've literally probably got loads on now, but at least we're really testing it, just to see what it looks like just on the cheek. It's very lightweight and blendable. I mean, yeah, maybe this is a bit too much highlight now, but if you really like a radiant look, then I 100% think this is for you. I'm just literally now going to even it out, and I'm going to put it on top of this now, but I do generally think if I did it again, just this side of the face, that has still got a gorgeous glow, nice coverage. This obviously just looks a lot more flawless because it's got a lot of foundation on. So let's just even it out and we can have our final verdict, and you guys can let me know what you think. Charlotte Tilbury products I do normally love, to be honest. I think they most of the time live up to the hype. The only thing I've really had is I had an issue with their mascaras, which is really smudged. I think that was their long lashes, but they have bought a new one out, so I might give it a try. But yeah, normally really good quality. I do think Charlotte Tilbury makeup, especially like the skin products, they like to be maybe a bit more natural, a bit more lightweight. Just, I always think it's a good thing. It's just I normally, like I said, go for a lot of coverage because I've got very uneven skin tone. I've got like redness. I suffer from like mild rosacea. I have got a hydrofacial coming up again soon, which I do think I'm in need of, but also my skin just looks quite dull, so I'm thinking I need to get some glycolic acid too. Okay, so this side obviously a teeny bit more shiny, so I'm going to add a little bit more on here. I think what I like about this is that if you were literally looking for something to just have as a standalone product for a little bit of shine, a little bit of coverage, just to give you a boost, maybe especially in the summer or whilst we're working from home, then I love it. I think as something to add to a matte foundation as well, like I have, it's also really worthwhile. Like I could see such a difference to when I had none of this flawless filter on. My foundation was incredibly matte, but I guess if you do have quite a shiny, radiant foundation, you might think, what is this really adding to my look? So that is completely up to you. I'm actually gonna do one last thing because I actually am really enjoying this product. Like, look guys, that's such a gorgeous shine. It just makes me feel just healthy, you know, and that is what the Healthy Glow is for. Obviously, if we can get it naturally from our skincare, then that's great. I'm just gonna see if it works, popping a little bit on my nose. I haven't contoured my nose today, but I normally like to do a highlight and a contour. Like, can I see a little bit on the snout? Oh, I can in this light. I can see it on the tip of my nose now. See, so when I get overly excited, I can see a lovely bit of highlight there, which I like. So do you know what, guys? I am going to say this product gets a yes from me. Minimal coverage, I would say, but enough, I think, to just blur out any initial imperfections and to give you a little bit of colour and coverage. Could be worn alone. I also just really like it complementing a matte foundation. Highly blendable. Very, very lightweight, so it's not going to clog the skin, I don't think. And yeah, I'm just intrigued to see what you guys think now, considering my face before. Now I feel good, honestly. I feel good and I feel glowy, so I'm super happy with this product. I would give it a yes, but as always, you guys let me know what you think. So, oh, the dog just barked. I'm super happy with this. Honestly, you can see from my face, I'm thrilled. So this just get a complete yes from me. But as always, please let me know what you think. Comment your thoughts below. Make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Have a great week. Mwah.